Today I'm making a popular Mexican meal for dinner tonight called Chili Verde pork stew. Traditional chili verde is made by searing pork and slowly braising it in a chili verde or green chili sauce. To make this dish, you'll need the following ingredients. So first I want to prep my pan. I'm going to be roasting the vegetables under the broiler in the oven, and this just makes it so much easier to clean up. So I have peeled and quartered 2 yellow onions. You can use white onions too. So I've got 1.5 pounds of tomatillos. I know you've seen these in the grocery section on your way to the tomato section. They are the cousin of the tomato. And it's you have to peel off this husk on the outside. It's called the calyx. And so underneath it, it's kind of a sticky film on that tomatillo. So we're going to need to rinse this all off. So give me a minute. Let's take off all the husks. So let's give those a wash. And now we need our poblano peppers, which are these whiter, dark green peppers. And we're going to use Anaheim peppers, those long green ones. And don't forget your jalapeno. So we'll give them a good bath. Make sure they're nice and clean. And then we're going to dry them off so that we can roast them really well. When the vegetables are wet, they tend to get kind of soggy and they end up steaming. So we want to dry the vegetables so they get a nice black char on there. So we need some garlic. I've soaked these in some water for about 10 minutes or so they're so much easier to peel. Just cut off the top and the skin just peels right off. So we love garlic. So I've got about a dozen cloves of garlic. You don't have to use this many, but we like it. So you just add a little bit of olive oil on the garlic and the onion so that it doesn't dry out because we're going to be roasting it under the broiler. About 20 minutes in the broiler and they're ready to go. So I've let it cool for a few minutes. You're going to pop off the stem. We don't mind the seeds in there. These peppers are not too spicy. If you don't like it too spicy, you want to peel it, just take out the peppers, like clean out the peppers on the inside. But leave the skin on. You'll be surprised. It adds so much flavor. It's so delicious. We're going to end up blending it so the skin gets broken down. Everything gets broken down into this wonderful sauce. And just throw in your tomatillos right in. We'll throw our onions in. And I'm going to add some chicken broth. So I've got 2 cups of chicken broth here, but I only use half of it right now because I want to see how thick the sauce ends up getting. We add the cumin. We will add our oregano. Some salt. A little more salt. And some black pepper. Now let's blend this up. Now everybody loves cilantro. I hate cilantro. It tastes like soap. I know I have one of those genes that makes cilantro taste like soap. So I have my husband cut up his cilantro separately and then he kind of puts it on there. So it's a little thick, so we're going to thin it out. So I'll use the rest of my chicken broth. taste it. Yep, it's delicious. So good. Now it does have a little kick to it, so I'm going to add a little more chicken broth to it because I want it thinned out. Right up to there. Let's give it another whirl. This is going to make such a wonderful, thick, rich sauce. I'm going to throw this out. Easy cleanup. That is what I'm talking about. And then all I got to do is give the pan a quick wash and I'm good to go. So I buy this pork at Costco and it's the 2 pieces of tenderloin and it's about 4 pounds. So what you need to do is trim off the silver skin right there. So you want to like get your knife under there and cut like a tag so you can have something to hold on to. So you hold on to that and then you're going to get a larger, very, very sharp knife. You're going to go underneath it and just slide it through all the way. And you want to go up into the silver skin just so you don't cut off too much pork. Just always cut away from yourself, okay? And there's usually only 1 piece there, so it's worth that extra time to cut this off because it's super tough. You definitely don't want to chew this. We're going to cut the pork into 1.5 inch cubes. I hope you're enjoying my video so far. If you are, please click like and subscribe. And if you click on the bell, the notification button, you'll be notified from YouTube every time I post a new video. In a large bowl to our pork cubes, we're going to add flour, some salt, and pepper. We're just going to stir this around, making sure that all the pork is coated. In a large pot, we're heating up 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. You can use vegetable oil or avocado oil, but I love to use olive oil just because it gives us that really nice dark brown coloring on there. But it does burn easily, so you've got to keep your eye on it. But if you like vegetable oil or avocado oil, that's a lot easier. It burns at a higher temperature. So we're searing the pork in batches, and I usually do about 3 batches, just not to overcrowd the pan, to make sure you get that crust on there and keep the temperature high. Beautiful. We're cooking this on a medium-high heat. So see that color? It's hard to get that with vegetable oil. I've tried. So if you're going to use the same pan, you will be adding your salsa or your chili verde sauce right to this pan. But I'm not. We're going to be using the slow cooker. So one by one, I'll take it out and I'll put it into the slow cooker dish. And I'll just keep frying up the pork until it's done. This slow cooker is used all the time, so it's not all bright and shiny and brand new. Okay, so you see all the wonderful, those pieces left at the bottom of the pan? We're gonna use that too, don't worry. All the pork is seared, and we're gonna add our chili verde sauce to it. Beautiful sauce. And we'll give it a good stir. Now I've put this on high because I need it to cook in about 3 hours. And I've got a lot of running around to do, so I can't babysit the kitchen. That's why I'm doing it in the slow cooker. Okay, put the lid back on and we're ready to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.